we are creating our realities. And so if we're believing that we're not good enough, if we're believing in this space that I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, you're going to then act like, nope, don't come connect with me, don't. But if you do, then I'm worthy, then I'm actually good enough, then I'm actually going to be someone that you really see as worthy and you'll give me that worth. But because I'm not good enough and because I'm not worthy, actually, I don't want you to prove that to me, because that even is frightening. Like, the idea of being good enough, the idea of being worthy is so like, this isn't even something I can imagine me being. So what does it mean to not be good enough? Like, when you think about and use this phrase of, oh, I'm not good enough, what does it actually mean in yourself? And so, continuing this week on the theme around good enough, I wanted to go into like seeing what does that actually mean in us. And I would say the core thing in it is your worth. Like, really, how do you see yourself? How do you define yourself? And how do you see your value, your worth, and who you are? And for myself, years and years and years, I always defined not by looking inward, but by what everyone thought of me or what I thought everyone thought of me. So it's still my thought, like it's still me saying, oh, these people think this about me, or I set conditions, conditions of, if this person becomes my friend, then I'm worthy, then I'm good enough. Or then they like me, then I'm good enough. If these people hang around me and want to be around me, then I'm good enough. But I still would do things where I hide away, or I kind of, like, don't really become fully me or fully present, because I did not even believe that I was good enough to have people want to be friends with me. So we kind of play our own little tricks on ourselves in a way. And what I mean by this is that, like, I would not fully get out there and be myself around people because I didn't believe that they would like what they saw or interacted with. And so then, of course, I'm not good enough. People wouldn't want to be around me. So I'm not going to be fully present. I'm not going to actually really engage with this. Or, like, I didn't like going to social events. And, if I went to social events, I would kind of hide away in the corner. And if people talked to me, I'd be thinking the whole time, do they even want to talk to me? They don't like me. They don't want to talk to me. They are curious and want to get to know me, but in my head, it was, these people are not going to like me. So I'm not going to even engage. And so me not engaging basically was sending a signal to them of, don't connect with me, don't hang out with me. I don't want you to hang out with me, which then kind of created that pattern of saying, yeah, you're not good enough. See, these people don't want to hang out with me. So we're creating this cycle to actually then prove to ourselves that, yeah, you're not good enough. See, you're not. See, that you just created that, even though you don't realize you're creating it. But you're like, well, they didn't come and connect with me. They didn't pass through all my barriers to connect with me. So again, it's this idea that we are creating our realities. And so if we're believing that we're not good enough, if we're believing in this space that I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, you're going to then act like, nope, don't come connect with me, don't. But if you do, then I'm worthy, then I'm actually good enough, then I'm actually going to be someone that you really see as worthy and you'll give me that worth. But because I'm not good enough and because I'm not worthy, actually, I don't want you to prove that to me, because that even is frightening. Like, the idea of being good enough, the idea of being worthy is so like, this isn't even something I can imagine me being. I can't be that, because my identity this whole time, my like whole upbringing, I was always not good enough. And so that was my identity. So if someone actually did say, you're worthy, you're good enough, I'd be like, yeah, right. Yeah, I don't believe in you. Like, yeah, no, I'm not. It's so again, we're perpetuating that in ourselves and our beliefs. So when I talk about this idea of looking externally, like I've been seeking out all this information of my worth, of my good enough by, connecting and looking outside of me. But even when I would get that validation, it still would be like, yeah, right, no, not. So it has to start within us of being able to shift that, to shift those beliefs. So in the dialog box below, I have a little mini course that you can check out, and it does go into this around good enough and shifting the beliefs and helping you step into this new place, into a new identity in yourself. And when I say new identity, it's shifting out of that not good enough belief into something that actually, like, what is even good enough? And I'll talk about that in the next video of like, how do we even define good enough? So again, check it out in the dialog box below. And thank you guys for joining me today. If you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe. And thank you. I'll see you in the next video.